I'm joined now by Connor MacFadyen, who actually serves on my committee. Connor, thank you for making the time to come today and talk to me about serving on the committee.
So this is my first term on the Nominations Committee. As you know, I was approved at General Assembly back in May. This is my first time on a national committee such as this. I'm an elder in my own congregation at Trinent in East Lothian, so I know a bit about how the church operates and its structures and whatnot, but was not familiar with working at this level. I was involved in the National Youth Assembly for a long time, and so that was interesting because we get to see a bit more of the national church when you're involved in that. And so I saw that the nominations were being advertised, and I thought maybe now is the time to explore that a bit further. Applied and was accepted, and so we've had our first meeting, and I'm getting used to the role and the work that it entails and stuff, and really enjoying it and just taking it from there.
That's super, thanks. So now I'm going to point this out. You are a young person and you work, and yes. I believe you're actually studying at university as well.
Yes.
How did you look at balancing that with actually being able to offer your time to the wider church as well?
So I think for all church attending people, church connected people, there is a desire to serve. There's a desire to serve God and to serve the church. And I am very lucky I have been able to do that in a number of ways. In my own congregation, some of the projects that I was involved with was winding down, and I had a bit of time, and I thought, I wonder if there's something else I can be doing. And that's when I saw the nominations come up and took that process. If it's something you're passionate about, which I am, it's not really a chore to factor it into, my life and to timetable it and whatnot. And so I find the balance fairly easy. I work for a congregation in Edinburgh, which helps in a way, so they are very understanding about being connected with the wider church. And with my university course, I'm studying theology, and it's a bit easier to sometimes get the balance, particularly at the minute during COVID times, because we're not actually on campus, we're a wee bit further away. Sure. And so it's handy to have a diary and keep organised, but it can be done. Right. It can be done, and it can be done without overwhelming you, I think.
That's really helpful, thank you. And I think that's one of the things that when you're reading the remits of different committees, some committees meet more often, and that might be more tricky, but when you read the descriptions of the various committees in the church, you'll discover that some only meet 2, 3, 4 times a year, and as you say, with a bit of balance, you can make these things work.
Absolutely. I think before applying, I did read about all the committees and where can I offer my service to the church, and as you say, some meet more frequently than others, and it's just about where you feel you can serve and work that into your own life, and it can work, and there's a lot of change going on in the church just now, and that includes the committees as well, and so the committee working patterns, the committee remits, etc. are all changing, and so in many ways it will make serving on a lot of these committees possibly a lot easier. The fact that we are now a Zoom world, we've had to go on Zoom for our meetings and whatnot, and that has helped with some people. Absolutely. And it has, particularly, if they're at a weekend or maybe later in an evening when folk are back from work, it does really help, and I think it opens up the whole committee membership process to a much wider group of people.
It does. Thank you, Connor, for your time today and your enthusiasm. I hope it's contagious. I find it.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.